Life is too short. Now turn that corner. Real player, dream chaser.
You know, there's times in life where you just feel like you want to give up. I tell people, right up the street, there's another corner. Turn that corner. Today, we have a San Antonio legend, a Texas legend, a hip-hop legend, one that's talked about by other artists. He's your rapper's favorite rapper.
Man.
He's someone in San Antonio that had the city on fire, even though at times the city didn't support. This guy right here is my cousin, my brother. He's a dream chaser.
Yes,
He is someone that I've looked up to over and over. He's the one that put me outside. My boy Glenn, who's sleeping with the ancestors right now.
Man.
This man right here has motivated more people than he can even imagine. I am one about giving flowers when people are alive. I am one about trying to let people know it's okay to live your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to some, present to others, my brother, my cousin, LIL SIN.
What's
up, baby?
Oh, family, Ray, man.
Listen,
What's
man.
going on, brother?
Listen, man. One, thank you, because I know you don't really do a lot of interviews.
Nah.
That's not your thing. It's crazy because when you're on the mic, when you're on stage, you're a whole different person.
Yes, sir.
You transform into this beast. Your voice is different. Your tone is different. Your energy is different. We're going to talk about all that.
Yes, sir.
But how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing blessed. At 52 years old, to still wake up to chase a dream, man. I feel blessed, Ray, man.
Yeah.
I really do, brother.
Yeah.
At this day and time of my life, man, I'm very happy. I'm very settled. I'm calm. You know what I mean? This is I want to say the best time of my life. You've been knowing me a long time,
Yes, sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
right now, as I speak, sitting next to you, this is the best time of my life that I'm living right now.
Listen, man, you made me go out and buy chairs.
Huh?
You made me get dressed. You made me get dressed. Look at the videos.
No, man.
These chairs brand new today. Today. I was like, nah, I can't put LIL SIN. So what people don't know is oftentimes people talk about what a person meant to them when they're in the casket.
Wow.
You know, rarely do, especially men,
Yeah.
come to other men and say, this is what you mean to me. Let me take you back to this place called 639 Dory.
Ooh. Rough time.
East Side, San Antonio.
Woo.
1996.
Yes, sir. You got the year. Exact.
We are sitting in my Aunt Diane's garage.
Yes.
When I say broke,
Yes.
broke is an upgrade.
He being nice, y'all.
Am I right? Broke is an upgrade. I was doing day work and not getting paid sometimes. Where you work that day, you get paid that day.
Mm-hmm.
She was looking at foreclosures at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
if we gonna tell the truth.
Yeah, we telling the truth, bro.
We was sitting at garage, man, and listening to Pac.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 Day Theory album.
I remember Pac died. We sat and we listened. We talked. Like we knew the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray. Yeah, Ray. I
just
got
got-
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
talking about it, bro. You taking me back, woo, to a meaningful time, though, brother.
Yeah.
You taking me back to a meaningful time, man, where I think I gained this humbleness. You know what I mean?
Okay.
that was at a time I was taking things for granted. I knew I was one of the best rappers in the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The moves I was making.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, the moves I was making, you know, working with the Pimp C's and the Beatles and the platinum producers, man, it was fueling me a certain type of way.
Yes, sir.
To where I was getting very arrogant of my accomplishments. Like, man, I can't be touched. Can't nobody touch me. These producers can't make a beat I can't handle. I'm not gonna lie, man. My mom was just getting real arrogant, man. And it seems like the more success I was having talent-wise and producer-wise and this and that, I didn't have enough money to match that success. So it started sending me in a depressed mode, man. Oh, man, Dory did something for me, bro, in that garage.
Wait a minute, hold on. And I'm asking these questions because these are a real, legitimate questions I have.
Yeah.
All the talent. Everywhere we went, that's Lil Sin, that's Lil Sin, that's Lil Sin.
Yeah.
And depressed?
Yeah, man. I got all this notoriety, but the pockets ain't matching up to the notoriety. You feel what I'm saying? Going through record labels, you have to wait certain quarters to get paid.
Really?
Yeah. So it was like, man.
So y'all don't get paid all the... So go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, certain quarters to get paid. Now, don't get me wrong. You can do a show or something and get a certain percentage of that show. But, you know, the first year or two, man, you're trying to pay back the budget that was spent on you. So as I'm getting all this notoriety, dang, this boy go hard. You want to be the best rapper in San Antonio. But I had nothing to show for it at the time. You know what I mean? So I'm working with all these people. I'm in all these mansions doing all this work.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't know that.
But in reality, money wasn't there. And I'm not blaming nothing because the label treated me good. You know, I'm not here to say, I'm getting messed over by the label. You can never hear me say that come out of my mouth. But you got to understand how record business works. And at that time, when my name was high, I'm not understanding how record business worked.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, yeah, you the best rapper. That's why I'm humble about it today. You know what I mean? To this day. Yeah, man, you accomplished this, you was that. But I really didn't accomplish the true dream. And that's having financial gain to take care of my family. And through music, I never really had that until now. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro. and I guess the reason it's so crazy to me is because, wait a minute. I recall sitting in.
You were there with me.
Like, I recall sitting in the garage. But I also recall going to shows.
Mm-hmm.
I recall sitting in the garage, but I also recall incidents. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, we can talk about it all.
Where you arguing in the front yard with people. Coming up to the barbershop. We're going to talk about that later on.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about success. Some people judge success by money.
True.
Some people, yeah.
Go ahead.
That's real talk. No, it's real talk.
Yes,
Talk. Some people judge by money. Some people judge success by accolades.
5%.
I've always judged success by influence.
That's the other 5.
And it's crazy because at that particular time, so let me just say this. This is me before I went into the Navy.
Right.
In 96. When I got the Navy in 99, 98, you was on fire.
Yes, sir.
You was on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So between 96 and 98, take me through that journey, if you don't mind, because, again, while I'm gone, my little cousin, who, is,
Yeah. The mother of my son.
Yes,
my second son.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Was, y'all going through whatever y'all went through, Spring Hill Park, all that shit, right?
Yeah,
but those that's from San Antonio, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But in those times when I'm gone, I'm hearing you on fire, you on fire, you on fire. Mm-hmm. So when I get home, I'm excited because I'm like, I need to see What's up? How can I add to this? Because you are doing something I've never seen done before. Yeah. You are a certified dream chaser, and up to that point, I had never met one.
Man, I wouldn't have known that. But 96, end of 96, this is the tail end of Frustrated by Death, my first album. So Boulevard Records come to me, hey, we had some good success off of Frustrated by Death. We want to move on to the next album with you. And I wanted to move on to the next album with them because it's like we created a brotherhood, man. Me, Trey, C. Ardell, Pete, this is a lot of us, George, Michael Parker, Finesse One. We created a brotherhood family. So it was like family first and then let's get to this music. So anyway, at the end of 96, we wanted to do our next album. So Bad Boulevard Records had came to me like, man, what are some of the artists and producers that you want to work with on your next album?
This is after Frustrated by Death, which was in 1998. Oh.
This is 96. When me and you in the garage, that's the end of Frustrated by Death.
Okay.
So we're trying to go move on to the next album. So at the end of 96, they came to me, long story short, I named the people who I wanted to work with. So Boulevard Records decided to move me to Houston, Texas.
Remember that.
Because everybody that I'm naming and want to work with is based out of Houston, Texas.
I remember that.
So they moved me there, man, and we hooked up with Mean Green. Mean Green used to do radio remote outside a club called Jamaica in Houston. So Mean Green had already was doing me favors by spinning some of my songs off the Frustrated by Death album. Everybody in Houston knew me from the Gangsta Horn song. Oh, they didn't even call me by name when I first moved to Houston. Oh, that's the Dead Homie song dude. You know what I mean? He's the Dead Homie song dude. So they moved me to Houston, man, and I got with Mean Green, and Mean Green, the rest is history. He hooked me up with everybody that you hear that I work with in Houston on that section.
So before we move on to that, let's just talk about Frustrated by Death.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration? First of all, hold on. Before we even get into that, I gotta ask some questions because we're jumping, and that's okay. That's okay. We're kind of moving around a little bit, okay? Mm-hmm. One of the questions that I need to talk about because you come from a musical background.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I don't want to skip over that.
Okay, cool.
Because people don't know you play the drums. People don't know you play different instruments. People don't know how deep your music.
That Warner bloodline go deep. I'm the tail end of what they're doing, and it's more after me. You know, you got my cousin Ronnie and all of them after me, generation after me that does music. But my musical background comes from my grandma and my dad, Ronnie Warner, Doris Ferguson. Those two people raised us like the Jackson 5 family. We had to get up, sleep, eat, talk, music.
Really?
Yeah. From the age of about 4 to about 13, yeah, I played in choirs at Holy Redeemer Catholic Church. This is where I met my friend 13. This is where I met C. Ardell as a kid. We 13, all knew each other before we even started doing music. We were childhood in the choir together, raised this music. So at my grandma's house on the hill, what we used to call the Hill 223 Orchard Road, if you're up there, you're doing something with music.
So when you say the hill, you're talking about these terraces?
No. The hill stayed on top. Orchard Road was like on top of the hill, the sticks.
The sticks.
By Cape Radio Station.
By K-A-P-E.
There you go.
Boy.
I could chunk a rock.
Boy, K-A-P-E.
Yeah, man. That radio station is a big part of my life, too. But that's how we were raised, man. So from the age of 4 to 13, I'm playing drums inside of a youth choir in church at Holy Redeemer. So that's where the music comes from with me.
So what someone told me the other day, because your name comes up a lot. I don't even know if you understand. We was talking the other day. I was telling somebody. I said, "Yeah, I got an interview. LIL SIN coming through." They said, "I remember LIL SIN at Take Pride in the East Side."
Ooh, man!
Y'all ain't from San Antonio. Y'all ain't from San Antonio.
Yeah,
y'all don't know about Take Pride in the East Side.
Man.
It was 2 stages.
Yes, sir.
You had the kids stage over here, which shout out to Big Tim, who sleep with the ancestors, right? And then everybody else was pop locking, so all the young folks come over here.
Yes.
But then the main stage, you was on the main stage.
Yeah, man.
Wait a minute, hold on. Come on,
I shared the stage with Roger and Zap
Come on, boy.
that night. Who else was there? Ready for the World. Man, you talking about people I grew up, people I idolize. And you know, when you talk about these shows, Ray, these are dreams come true.
And how old were you at this time?
Oh, fresh 21 years old. Fresh 21 years old, man. I was a kid in the mind, but life was going fast, man. But to put me in that position, true enough, I give myself credit. But going back to the Warners, their legacy put me in a position to be where I was in that lane as growing up, Lil Sin as an artist. So I give them Miss Doris Ferguson and my dad Ronnie, my uncle Rodney, my uncle Ralph, my uncle Roger. Man, they names around San Antonio.
Yeah.
Warners, San Antonio.
Yeah.
So I'm just the next generation that followed their footsteps. That's it. I'm a product of them, man.
Okay, but, and I know you hate to do this because you don't, and I respect the fact that you don't want to take credit for what others brought you to.
Yeah.
But you still have to do the work.
True.
You still have to study. You have to play the instruments. You still have to,
True.
do your 10,000 hours, as they say nowadays, right?
Most definitely.
The thing that gets me about you is that it seems like you've always been good. At what stage did you realize I'm really good at this?
The stage I came to realization that I'm really good at this, most people don't know. Even with me coming from a background, the legacy of the Warners that I had, to become a rapper, I actually went to class and was taught this. In 1987, I moved to Boston, Massachusetts.
Come on now, talk. Let's talk. Yeah.
Boston, Massachusetts, when I got there, now I'm in a school that develops art. I'm not dissing Boston's academic things, but they don't care about math, English, or none of that. They want to know who you are, what you want to be in life, and then they send you to that school. So you might want to be an actor, so I'm going to send you to theater class. Theater school, I mean. So you're doing that. I want to be an artist, so I'm going to an artist development school. We get our math and English, but most of the day I'm taught how to be an artist. I'm taught how bars are made. I'm taught how beats are made. I'm taught in the window in the class. I'm in a mirror for 3 or 4 hours practicing my moves. I'm being taught how to be an artist. Not looking on TV dreaming how to be one. Mass Effects taught me. A lot of people don't know. I dated Ronald DeVoe's sister in New Edition. That's how I started getting into talent shows around Boston. I dated a very good friend. We're still good friends.
That's where they from.
Yeah, that's where they're from.
I'm slow.
No. Where New Edition grew up, when I got to Boston, that became my home. My best friends were from Orchard Park. So I'm around the art all day. And when I leave the block.
So Archie Park is the area where New Edition.
It's the projects. Mm-hmm. The projects where they were from. Oh, it's really rough, man. I'm just a little Texas kid. Man, a shout out to my homeboy JD. He moved to Texas now. My homeboy Trash. If it wasn't for them two people in Boston, man, Boston would have ate me up, man. They just gravitated to me and made sure I didn't get swallowed by those streets and made sure I went to those theater classes every day because they even saw something in me that young. It's something about you, bro. Nah, these streets ain't for you. They wouldn't let me peddle no drugs in Boston. None of that. You take your ass to that theater class, man. Because I already know you're going to be an artist, man, when you grow up.
I never knew this.
Yeah, man, I was taught how to do it.
So I'm curious now, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
How did you even
get to Boston?
Yeah, how did you get to Boston, bro? I mean,
that's a weird story, and I have to, I'm Ray. We here to be honest, bro, and I'm glad you interviewing me. My dad died in 1987. I was staying with my dad and his mom because he had caught sick. At this time, my mom and dad is separated. My mom did a job transfer to Boston. So I stayed here with my dad while he was sick, me and my sisters. And once he passed away, my mom sent for me. So then I ended up in Boston. So in the summer of 88, yeah, this is a year after my dad died. I'm in Boston now with my mom and her new job. She was working in the medical field. So she got transferred to Boston. So I land in, this Texas boy just land in Boston. Boom. And where am I at? Because my father had passed away. Yeah, and that's really where my hip hop career begins.
In Boston.
In Boston.
If you don't mind me asking, about what age was this?
I was 13 going on 14. Yeah. Going on 14, bro.
Boy.
Yeah, man. And the first artist that I got a whiff of and wanted to be like, it was on a cassette. I didn't even know how to mention his name back then. I got it. My first cassette was Tupac, Trapped.
Trapped.
And man, when I heard that song, that changed my life. I want to be a rapper, man. So where do I go and how do I go do this? And it's everywhere, man. You got your sign, your talent shows everywhere. They're about the culture up there. You know what I mean? So where's the talent shows? They're over here. Oh, Maurice Starr is holding that talent show? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get it. How do I meet Maurice Starr and get in there? But back then I was determined what I wanted to do.
So for those who may not know, Maurice Starr, that's the one, Candy Girl, and
he was the one first manager. So at the time I'm there, he's holding big talent shows up there. You know what I mean? Man, I knew who the Biggie Smalls and the Mary J. Bliges were. They were running through his talent shows before they even became famous. I was in that circuit with them. As a young star, I was in a group. Shout out to my homeboy Euclides and Edward and Gemini. I had a group called ATG. That was my first rap group. And we were all another type of gangster. That's what it stood for. And what was so good, man, that's when I cut my first vinyl. That was my first vinyl getting recorded. We were 3 different MCs. We were like the Wu-Tang before Wu-Tang. Man, he raps South, he raps East, he raps Gully, he raps Nice. So we all had different styles, and we were from different places formed in a group. Oh, man, I was all in New York. By 10th grade, man, I'm on cutting my first album in New York, man, looking at myself, my album get pressed in the 10th grade. So now it's been a long journey with this here, man.
Bruh, okay, so I'm rarely lost for words. You've been knowing me my whole life. You know what I'm saying? You've been knowing me for long. You in Boston. You're doing your thing. Come back to Texas.
Okay.
Which is a whole nother environment. Now, matter of fact, I'm not going to say Texas. I'm going to keep it a buck. Come back to San Antonio.
True, that's a way different environment.
San Antonio, as much as I love my city.
Love it.
It's not Houston.
No.
It's not Dallas.
Nah.
Shit, we're not even Austin.
We're not even Austin.
We don't support. We don't necessarily have the push as far as big stars, big things. How do you navigate that to still get signed? Because at the time, correct me if I'm wrong, the only thing I knew about was PKO.
Yeah, PKO. Them were the first people I came home to sign to.
Okay, so because I remember me, you, and Glenn went out with Nino we're gonna talk about that later. Because I saw you get in the car with a tape, sit in my back seat, and make a song with overlays that I now know overlays in 20 minutes, and came back, got paid, and said, "Y'all ready?" What the fuck? With Nino, I remember that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you go from that to come back to San Antonio where everything's completely different? Again, not dogging my city. No, we'll never do that.
No.
It's just different. You know?
I came back with a mission when I moved back to San Antonio. This is in 95.
Okay, 95. Okay.
I moved back to San Antonio to come get a record deal. Me being bullheaded, learn from what I learned in Boston, how things go. At the time in my city, we have nothing but PKO.
Right.
And I knew I had something different to offer. Not that I'm better than PKO or none of that, because I wanted to sign with PKO. My dream was to sign with them first.
Okay.
I did go with my demo to Nino, true story, you know what I mean? Philip Martin at the time, and he's like big bro to me. Big bro is very important to me today. He's the reason that I'm getting paid for my music today.
Wow.
Nino, Philip Martin. Yes, sir, 100%. He is the person, he is the reason I'm getting paid. But come back from a Boston story. He's the first person I go to with my demo tape. And I got my demo tape. He listened to my demo tape, handed it back and said, right here at the moment, you're not ready. I wasn't Lil Sin yet. I'm S.A. Fool.
S.A. Fool, that's your name.
Yeah, that was my name in Boston. In Boston, I'm S.A. Fool. I'm San Antonio Fool.
Okay.
So he told me I wasn't ready. So I hooked back up with my kinfolk. He was my best friend for years, Dietrich Daniels. He had a cousin named Johan who was a DJ and had a studio. So he's the first person I hook up with to do another demo tape. Okay, this ain't good enough for PKO. I'm coming down with Boston music. So I'm sounding like an East Coast dude.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sounding East Coast. I got my East Coast friends on here. You know what I mean? Wait a minute, man. We ain't feeling that. Yeah, we different. It's good music, but we different. I'm thinking what we care about in Boston is the quality, the mixing, the mastering, how professional it is. Not what we're saying and how the beat is made. You know what I mean? Yeah. Down south, man, we want to hear that bass and make us move. You know what I mean? So that wasn't going down. So I hooked up with Johan to make a whole new demo. But now I got down south beats.
Life is too short. Now turn that corner. Real player, dream chaser.